New York Open in a minute, boys. Just over a minute. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh, wow. TAO is sending. Oh, let's fucking go. Let's go. TAO is sending. This is a trade we shared, by the way, in the server last night. That's what? 20 into 30, 15% move so far. This trade was taken on the challenge account that I'm running, the 10K to 100K challenge, which hopefully we're going to get to 30K before the end of the month. So that'll be a 3x in January. And then I just need to do that one more time. I posted a little thesis on TAO last night in my channel in Chroma. I might share it on Twitter. So yeah, it's the BitTensor subnets. So they have like a dynamic TAO upgrade that's arriving on the 10th of February. I'm in their Discord. They just announced it on Saturday. So yeah, I think that TAO is going to be the next AI narrative. In the same way that AI agents were the last AI narrative. I think that TAO subnets, and as a consequence of that, TAO itself, the coin, is going to do really well in the next couple of weeks. Probably a sell the news event, the actual 10th of February upgrade, but pump into that for sure. Am I purposely up all night to trade Asia session over London? So yeah, I slept during London today. I just stayed up during Asia because the market was moving. That was basically it. And I was in XRP. I was in a few things. Yeah, I was in this XRP trade. You guys might remember. I think we can run through this actually. We took this XRP trade on last week's stream. I was saying that I felt there was a good chance that XRP had topped. I was a little bit cautious because I knew that these equal highs were going to act as a liquidity draw if we got a pump. I think we actually got a pump at some point. We were just after our entry. Price pumped almost to our stop on, I think it was ETF news. There was an ETF filing. And yeah, I saw some guys in the server got out of the trade. They were like, no, man, this is going to stop. So they exited. And this is why we allowed for a little bit of a space above that liquidity sweep. Got a little bit of drawdown to open the trade, and then basically no drawdown after that. Kind of came back to break even here, but little bit of chop, and then that was last night's nuke. So I actually stayed up to see the TP for that. Nice trade. Obviously, we were targeting this low here. I said at the time that I would probably be happy with this low, but I just saw, man, it looked like death. Alts looked like they were really going to give a correction. So yeah, nice exit. I mean, I guess I could have gone for something even lower, you know, this low or something like that. But all good. Really nice trade. Really happy with it. Bagged 3.1 OR. Our virtual trade, that I also call this in Chroma, super happy with how I managed this. So yeah, I caught a nice entry on this, called it in the server, and at one point I was up like 5 grand or something. Now it started pulling back, and I was annoyed, you know. I really thought that we would push higher for sure, so I held it. But once I saw that there was just no buyback, this thing was really pulling back. AIXBT was also nuking. I just closed. I closed here for like 1.3 OR, which is kind of shitty. You know, to have to close a trade that looked like it was going to go for almost 5 OR at one point. But yeah, man, that thing just went down only after that and would have eventually been stopped out. So as hard as it is to close a trade like that, it was absolutely the right decision. AIXBT is the same, man. This was even crazier. I longed down here and I literally TP'd the fucking top. I TP'd at 90 cent right here. 90 cent. That shit almost full retrace at this point. Let's run through my watch list here. So grass. I liked grass at some point. I'm not sure I like it anymore. This might just play out as a range low deviation though. If we start breaking back above here, kind of in line with the red arrow there or my squiggly blue line, then maybe I look for longs. And in each case, you're kind of targeting these highs here, these equal highs here. That's what liquidity is. But not really a coin that I'm super interested in longing. So yeah, that's grass. I basically don't have Alternet yet. I don't have a huge amount of interest in longing this unless I see a lot more. I was really bullish on this thing back in November, December. We were getting some pretty good price action. But no, I'm good. I'm probably good for longing this thing. Hype. I want to buy a bag of this. I think if we're lucky, we might get 16. We might get 17 or 16 if we're lucky on this coin. I don't think it's unreasonable, to be honest. It'd be like a 25% drop from here. A little bit of the mind share has died. A little bit of the narrative has died, which is kind of, if you have long-term bullish expectations for a project, that's basically where you want to start getting involved. Not when everyone's talking about it. But yeah, hype. I don't have a huge amount to say on this thing. I'm just looking for lower, and I think buying a spot bag here, there's a very good chance that this thing goes to 50 this cycle, this year, in fact. The hype has died down on hype, yeah. Ina, I wanted to touch on this because this has not played out like I hoped, I guess. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not in any positions on Ina, so it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, I was kind of expecting more from this coin, to be honest. Kind of crazy that ever since the FUD came out about that guy, Eugene, there hasn't really been much upside to this coin. It's just been bleeding. I think long term, yeah, we could be in for a deeper correction long term. I mean, I still like this as a range, and maybe this is just going to play out as a deviation. But I think BTC needs to do a lot of work for that to happen. I can basically remove this. The sentiment is too bearish, bro. Better catch TAO at 320. Well, I'll say personally that I'm glad that I'm not waiting for 320. I'm up over 1 ore on the trade already. See, I don't know. I still like Ina for a move up here, but probably one of those coins that you just fucking wait. Just wait and see. I think this coin looks arguably worse than even like grass. Grass is still kind of holding the range lows. Ina, not barely. DOGE, this is such a disappointing coin. Hard to even say with this thing. Was really expecting more based on Department of Government Efficiency, based on Elon. Just haven't gotten it at all. After this big pump back in October, November, which I caught, we're long Doge in Chroma, longed at 11 cent. Let me share that actually. This is the Doge setup that I shared back in May last year, so almost a year ago. I can't remember what price Doge was trading at back then, but my entry you see here was 11 cent, 1111. Yeah, I think, yeah, I was always looking for $1 on that trade, but I don't know, man. Maybe we don't get it. Maybe we don't get it. But still sitting on like a 3x here. Still sitting on a 3x. And yeah, I don't know. This chart looks a bit... It doesn't look great. I mean, there's no way these lows don't get taken, right? Maybe something like this. If we're lucky. I don't know. I think probably lower, though. Honestly, I think you can probably set stink bids for like 25 cents. But at that point, you're really wondering, like, is it going to rebound or else actually going to catch a bid at some point? I think we covered everything. Covered everything I wanted to cover. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm not sure is there anything else to say. Market in an interesting spot right now. I've had some pretty good reads lately. I'm pretty pleased with how things are going with my own trading. So yeah, it's been a good January. Let's see if we can keep up the momentum into February and beyond. But yeah, we are back Wednesday, 2 p.m. UTC. I will see you there. Until then, guys, stay safe as always. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Love you. Bye-bye.